What is it that comes to your mind when you think of gold? Is it bullion, coins, conquerors, empires? Well, you'll be right to think that. Gold has been the most sought precious metal for the last few thousand years, but how did we get here? This is McDonald Bullion, and this is your 5-minute blast on the history of gold. Do we know who was the first to discover gold? No, it would probably have been someone stumbling across a nice shiny yellow nugget thousands of years ago, and that's it. We have been introduced to gold. Gold was recognized for its beauty and its resistance to tarnishing and corrosion. The ancient world equated gold with the gods. No wonder. Gold is the earliest recorded metal employed by humans, which can be found free or native. The small amounts of natural gold have been found in Spanish caves used during the late Paleolithic period of 40,000 BC. Gold artifacts probably made their first appearance in ancient Egypt at the very beginning of the pre-dynastic period, at the end of 5th millennium BC and the start of the 4th. Gold artifacts appear in the archaeology of Lower Mesopotamia and Wadi Kana during the 4th millennium. Gold artifacts of golden hats and Nebra disc appeared in Central Europe from the 2nd millennium BC Bronze Age. Did you know? The first map of gold mine was drawn in the 19th dynasty of ancient Egypt, whereas the first written reference to gold was recorded in the 12th dynasty of Egypt. The ancient Egyptians came along sometime around 1500 BC. They had this perfect gold-rich region named Nubia, and they established gold an official exchange for international trade. The ancient Egyptians would go on to formulating new ways they could make use of this gold, mixing it with other metals, increasing the strength and changing its color. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Well, this is the civilization that built the pyramids, so it's safe to say they were very knowledgeable. Also, Tutankhamun inner coffin was 110 kilograms of weight in gold. In today's spot price value, that's around $6.4 million alone. Fast forward onto the Romans. They were issuing gold coins during their days too. They named their coin aureus from the Latin word aurum. So pay close attention next time you see the periodic table, because this may be why gold has the chemical symbol O. Gold is mentioned frequently in the Old Testament, starting with Genesis, the story of the golden calf, and many parts of the temple, including the menorah and the golden altar. In the New Testament, it is included with the gifts of the Magi in the first chapters of Matthew. The book of Revelation describes the city of New Jerusalem as having streets made of pure gold, clear as crystal. Exploitation of gold in the southeast corner of the Black Sea is said to date from the time of Midas, and this gold was important in the establishment of what is probably the world's earliest coinage in Lydia around 610 BC. For centuries, there have been legends about the riches of the Inca Empire, about lost treasures and even entire cities made of pure gold. They had both religious and ornamental value. The best example is that the most important temple of the empire, the Coricancha in Cusco City, had its walls covered with massive, large gold layers. Coricancha means in Inca language the house of the gold. All the contrary, the Spanish invaders who arrived in Peru in 1532 marching towards the Inca Empire did nothing but search and inquire for the places where the Incas had their precious metals stored. Actually, the Spanish leader of the invasion, Francisco Pizarro, was told by Inca people under torture that the capital of the empire, Cusco City, had huge reserves of gold and silver. The Spanish invasion marked the end of about 4,000 years of evolution of Andean civilization, changing all social patterns like politics, economy and religion. Luckily, the world still has most of the legacy of the Incas and previous Andean cultures, particularly in Peru and the Cusco region. Even today, the top prize at the Olympic Games and many other sports competitions is the gold medal. About 75% of the presently accounted for gold has been extracted since 1910, 2/3 since 1950. One main goal of the alchemists was to produce gold from other substances, such as lead. Presumably by the interaction with a mythical substance called the Philosopher's Stone. Trying to produce gold led the alchemists to systematically find out what can be done with substances, and this laid the foundation for today's chemistry, which can produce gold by using nuclear transmutation. The British Gold Coast, also known as Ghana and the Guinea region, were among of the main centers of European trade in slaves and gold. The British Guinea was minted from gold extracted from this area. The Danish Gold Coast, French Guinea, Portuguese Guinea and Spanish Guinea were adjacent European colonies to serve the gold and slave trade. Throughout history, gold has been treasured for its natural beauty and radiance. For this reason, many cultures have imagined gold to represent the sun. Gold has been associated both with holiness and evil in some forms of Christianity and Judaism. In Islam, gold is often as being forbidden for men to wear. However, this has not been enforced consistently throughout history in the Ottoman Empire. Further, small gold accents on clothing, such as in embroidery, may be permitted. According to Christopher Columbus, those who had something of gold were in possession of something of great value on earth and a substance to even help souls to paradise. Gold has been around for thousands of years. It was used as jewelry, shrines and idols for worship. Wedding rings are typically made of gold. It is long-lasting and unaffected by the passage of time and may aid in the ring's symbolism of eternal vows before God and the perfection the marriage signifies. In Orthodox Christian wedding ceremonies, the wedded couple is adorned with a golden crown during the ceremony, an amalgamation of symbolic rites. The history of gold is long connected with money, but gold relinquished this role in developed economies after the outbreak of the Second World War. At the end of war, the Bretton Woods monetary system, a regime of fixed exchange rates, was created. This system broke down in 1971 when the U.S. unilaterally ended its gold standard, which set the convertibility of gold in the dollar to 35 United States dollars per ounce. There has been a collapse of the gold standard in the 20th century. There were 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the Cold War and much more. But gold has been increasing over the years despite this. What do you think? Will gold have a place in the future? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this helpful. Till next time.